Good afternoon. Before I start today, I'd like to take a quick second to thank the Bishop McDevitt High School School Board and Administration for taking the time to hear my presentation today. So, out of everyone here, some of you have maybe participated in a craft like finger painting, or you've taken a real art class, maybe learned an instrument, sang in a choir, seen a play. All of you have at least listened to music on the radio. Everyone has engaged in art in some form or another, and the arts are very important for education. They're important for the development of young children and for the maintained well-being of young adults. Looking at early childhood education, the arts are incorporated into most aspects of learning, but as students get older, you see less of this, as the arts are downplayed in comparison to other academic studies like science or math. However, the arts remain important for people of all ages, and students here at Bishop McDevitt High School can benefit greatly from a more better supported and larger arts program. The arts are important for social and emotional growth and expression, with benefits that carry over into other academic areas and into lifelong benefits. That's why I think the arts should be made more prominent in Bishop McDevitt's available classes by the school's administration and board. The school performs so well in other areas, like humanities and sports, but it's lacking in its support of the visual and performing arts, with very few classes that are widely available to students and limited exposure and funding for each. I propose that the uncredited extracurricular art groups and musical ensembles that already exist within the school become classes that students can elect to take during school hours and for credit. This widens the accessibility of the arts program to our students and increases the art program's support and funding.
So why exactly are the arts so important? Being involved in the arts helps to improve in other areas of academics and in life. According to a report by the Arts Education Partnership, involvement in the arts helps to increase performance and proficiency in areas like math, reading, cognitive development, and helps to improve verbal SAT scores. This is because the arts promote thinking skills and social skills like cooperation, empathy, and perception that carry over into other areas. This is according to the Education Policy and Leadership Center. These creative thinking and social skills are essential life skills that help students grow outside of education. Robin Gore, president of the California Art Education Association, says that creativity isn't optional. Students who aren't visually and culturally literate can't thrive in a global world. And aside from the emotional, mental, and social benefits of the arts also have physical benefits. The New York Times cites a study from Harvard that says that the arts can help soothe chronic pain and delay or prevent symptoms of dementia and Alzheimer's. Another study from the former British Medical Journal says that participating in the arts can reduce loneliness, promote empathy, and emotional intelligence. The importance of art is widely agreed upon. 93% of Americans believe that the arts are critical for a well-rounded education, according to the Public School Review. Knowing that fact, then, why are the arts so under-prioritized in education? According to Carrie Birmingham, Associate Professor of Teaching Education at Pepperdine University, the arts are measured for their practicality and testability against other disciplines like math and science, especially when it comes to standardized testing and SATs. Because of this, the arts are reduced to electives and extracurriculars and hobbies within many educational systems. They're not well represented within schools or well funded because of this. As a recent grad of Bishop McDevitt myself, I know how little importance is placed on the art and music programs, but I also know how many students are involved or wish they could be more involved in them. I understand the stress and pressure to do well in high school. I've seen my friends go through the same struggles, and I'm watching my younger sister, a junior now, do the same. I was fortunate to be able to turn to the arts for stress relief, socialization, and fun, but there were other peers of mine who couldn't do so because the arts here were small and limited and hard to access. Bishop McDevitt just doesn't have enough opportunities for students to be involved in the arts. There are only 3 classes that are widely available to students during school hours: band, choir, and art. All the other art and music-related groups or activities are held after school, and they're considered extracurriculars. This makes it difficult for students who have other after-school obligations, such as a job, sports, homework, or rely on bus transportation because they don't drive, don't have a car, or don't have a parent who can pick them up. These 3 classes are the only artistic ensembles or groups where participation merits credit. The arts and music programs receive little funding in comparison to other programs, like sports, most notably football, the Pride and Joy of McDevitt. As you can see here through these flyers, the Music Association organizes its own fundraisers several times throughout the year, every year, to be able to raise funds to send students to competitions and to be able to buy and repair instruments. I would like to propose that the school expand the arts program to be better funded and more accessible to students by making some of the various after-school extracurriculars into classes that can be taken for credit during school hours. We have 3 program teachers, a band teacher, choir teacher, and art teacher, who all monitor at least 3 study halls and teach only about 3 or 4 periods out of the day. Seen in this daily schedule, every day there are 9 periods that students and teachers rotate through. 5, as seen in this other graph here, must be used for core classes required for graduation, and 1 more period is used for lunch. That leaves 3 periods for electives or study halls. Some students have up to 3 study halls each day, and most students, including honors or AP students, have at least 1 they can use for a study hall or elective. Using this available time between the arts program's teachers and students, this time can be used to incorporate these art program classes. One of the reasons why McDevitt should adopt this policy is because, first of all, there would be no extra class space needed to be designated to these classes. McDevitt's new facilities, built in 2012, have separate band and choir room and scarcely used auditorium. In addition, past problems with introducing new classes because of availability of current teachers is not as much of an issue here, whereas teachers who are teaching English, history, science, and have multiple different classes to teach couldn't fit in new classes into their schedules. As shown before, the art teachers have much more open schedules, and it wouldn't be as much of a burden to impose these new classes. Having more art-oriented classes and larger arts program is also good marketing for the school. As a private Catholic school relying primarily on tuition fees and donations, having this broadened program provides incentive for increased enrollment and donations from alumni and patrons of the arts.
In conclusion, increasing offerings in art education by making current after-school extracurriculars into regular classes, the school will be working towards improving the overall environment and performance of the school. The arts supplement and strengthen comprehension and learning in other classes, as well as promote student cooperation and involvement, and provides much-needed stress relief for students. Not only will this improve student opportunities, it will help to increase financial benefits for the school in the long run, making the school seem more marketable and appealing to potential students, families, alumni, and donors. Quoting from the school's own mission statement, "We strive to nurture the whole person by creating a challenging academic environment." And later, "Our community aspires to graduate well-rounded men and women." So by creating a larger, more supported arts program, the school will be succeeding in its mission.